Good morning, all. From previous lecture, we are seeing some examples related to the method, that is convolution theorem. The convolution theorem is uh, how to solve the examples by using convolution theorem. So if the given example is this, then we have to split this given example into two functions so that we can find their inverse Laplace transform. So first function we have to consider as f1s and second function as f2s, then find their inverse Laplace transform, and we got the two answers, and these answers we have to assume at one as f1t and another as f2t. And from this, in f1t put t equal to u in function f1t, whatever the equation in t it is given and it is assumed as f1t, we have to put in that equation t equal to u, we get f1u. And in second function f2t put or replace t by t minus u, we get f2t minus u, and take their product of f1u and f2t minus u and take the integration with respect to u from 0 to t and evaluate that integration, which is your answer of inverse of the given example. So here the next example is find the inverse of s upon s square plus 4 bracket square by using inverse Laplace transform. So split this given equation into two functions so that their product is your original example. In this way we have to distribute or split this example into two functions. So first you can take as s upon s square plus 4 and second as 1 upon s square plus 4. So one function is s upon s square plus 4, another is 1 upon s square plus 4. This is your function. And one hint I have given to you for remembering the rule about convolution theorem, that the function the f2t, two functions we got in terms of t variable. In these two terms, which function is smaller term, that function we have to assume as f2 function and the remaining as f1 function. This is your hint for solving the or for evaluating the integration in easily. We have to solve the integration. So consider the smaller function as f2t and remaining as f1t. So here 1 upon s square plus 4, its inverse is, so this is a direct inverse Laplace transform, 1 upon s square plus 4. So a square value is 4, a value is 2. So its inverse is sin 2t upon 2. 1 upon s square plus 4 inverse is sin 2t upon 2. S upon s square plus 4, the direct inverse Laplace transform formula is s upon s square plus 4. So a square value is 4, a value is 2. So we have cos 2t answer. So s upon s square plus 4 answer is cos 2t. So in these both the terms are same, only there is a difference of constant. So there is in calculation or in evaluating the integration further, the constant doesn't make difference in the calculation. So you can take f1 f2 as you wish. So here both the terms are smaller or both the terms are equal. So cos 2t, so s upon s square plus 4 inverse is cos 2t, 1 upon s square plus 4 inverse is sin 2t upon 2. So here I have considered this function as f1t and this is your f2t, and hence this is your f1s and f2s. So first you can find the inverse Laplace transform of the splitted two functions, and then you can assume or you can select which function is your f1t and which function is your f2t. Smaller term is your smaller term function should be your f2 function. So here both the terms are equal, so you can take any function as f1 and remaining as f2. So here first cos function is f1 and second sin function is f2. So the L inverse of required function, that is f1 into f2, that is product of two functions, that is your original example s into s square plus s upon s square plus 4 into 1 upon s square plus 4, that is s upon s square plus 4 bracket square. That is original example. So inverse of required example equal to by using convolution theorem, integration from 0 to t. In f1t replace t by u. So here cos 2u. This is your f1u. And in second function replace. In first function we have to replace t by u, and in second function we have to replace t by t minus u. This is your rule of convolution theorem. So here sin 1 upon 2 as it is, sin 2 into t minus u. That is sin, multiply this 2, the function f2 t minus u becomes sin 2 into t minus u upon 2. So multiply this 2, we get sin 2t minus 2. That is here f1t is your cos 2t. So f1u is cos 2u. Then f2t is your sin 2t upon 2. So f2 t minus u, that is replace t by t minus u. So sin 2 into t minus u upon 2, that is multiply this 2 to this bracket, we get sin 2t minus 2u upon 2. So this is your function f2t minus u, and this is your f1u. So take its product, f1u into f2t minus u with respect to u, that is du from 0 to t. So solve this integration. So take this 1 by 2 outside. We have cos into sin. So as there is a product of two trigonometric functions, we have to use 2 cos sin formula. So for that we have to adjust first 2 here. So multiply and dividing by 2. So this original 1 by 2 and adjusted 1 by 2 becomes 1 by 4. And 2 cos sin formula is sin minus sin. That is, the formula is 2 cos A sin B. So that is 2 cos sin equal to sin minus sin. So in this is your second formula in fourth group formulae, that is factorization or defactorization formulae. These are your formulae, trigonometric formulae from 12th standard. So here 2 cos sin formula is sin minus sin, that is this is your second formula. So in second formula the first angle is a plus b, second angle is a minus b. So here a value is 2u, a value is 2u, and b value is 2t minus 2u. So apply this sin minus sin. So sin a plus b, that is 2u plus 2t minus 2u. Add this a plus b. So a plus b becomes 2u plus 2t minus 2u, that is 2u minus 2u get cancelled and remaining term is 2t only. So sin 2t minus sin, the second term is sin a minus b, that is subtraction of angles a minus b. So a minus b is 2u minus a minus b, a is your 2u minus the b value is your bracketed value. So write in bracket, so 2t minus 2u. So simplify 2u, multiply this minus sign, so minus 2t plus 2u, that is 4u minus 2t. So 4u minus 2t. So here the product of two trigonometric functions, then we can't find the or can't evaluate this integration. So use this formula 2 cos sin, that is sin minus sin formula, and we get the trigonometric functions in the form of addition and subtraction. Then we can evaluate the integration. So 1 by 4 as it is, sin integration. So sin 2t. So here it is important, this integration is with respect to u. So the remaining letters except u, all are the constants. That is here u is only variable and t term, t variable or t variable terms are all constant. So here we are not taking the sin formula, that is sin x integration. Here sin 2t, the whole term is your constant term because this integration is with respect to u. So the constant term integration is the constant k, the formula is constant k, integration with respect to x is kx. So here constant is sin 2t and integration is with respect to u. So multiply only that. So k integration is ku. So here constant is sin 2t into u. So sin 2t into u. Then minus sign as it is. Now we have to take the integration of this term because this sine term contains u variable. This sin 2t whole term is your constant term because the integration is with respect to u. So constant integration is with respect to u, constant into u, because the formula is k integration with respect to x is kx. So k integration with respect to u is ku and constant is here sin 2t. So sin 2t into u. Then minus sign as it is and sin integration. So sin x integration is minus cos x. That is sin single variable integration is minus cos single variable. But here we have given the bracket. So we have to use sin b formula, that is bracket formula. So sin bracket integration is minus cos bracket upon derivative of bracket. So here this minus sign integration, the minus sign in the integration formula and this minus sign will be plus. So this plus cos b cos 4u minus 2t upon derivative of b. B value is your this bracket. So its derivative is with respect to u. Because this integration is with respect to u, so we have to take the derivative of bracket with respect to u. So 4u derivative is 4 minus 2t is with respect to u. It is constant, so derivative is 0. So 4u minus 2t derivative is only 4 from 0 to t. So 0 to t, these limits are for u. So put u equal to t and lower limit u equal to 0 because this integration is with respect to u. So sin 2t, you replace u by or put u equal to t. So sin 2t into t, then plus 1 by 4 cos 4t minus 2t, that is cos 2t. Then for lower limit sin 0 into sin 2t is 0 and this plus and lower limit minus sign will be minus sign minus 1 by 4 cos 0 minus 2t, that is cos of minus 2t. And we have to simplify this for further simplification. So cos of minus theta is cos theta. So cos of minus 2t is cos 2t. So t sin 2t plus 1 by 4 cos 2t minus 1 by 4 cos of minus 2t is cos 2t. So these two terms get cancelled and remaining term is t by 4 sin 2t. Next is inverse of s square upon s square plus s square into s square plus b square. So here we have to split this given equation as one function is s upon s square plus 4. Split this equation into two functions so that we can find its inverse Laplace transform. So one function is s upon s square plus a square, another function is s upon s square plus b square, so that its product is your original example. So here take its inverse s upon s square plus a square. This is your standard formula of inverse Laplace transform. So s upon s square plus a square is cos at inverse and s upon s square plus b square inverse is cos bt. So here both the terms are equal because we have to take smaller term as f2 function. So here both the terms are equal, so you can take any equation as f1 and remaining as f2. So here this is your f1t and this is your f2t. Hence this is your f1s and this is your f2s. So you can take the notations after taking the inverse Laplace transform, or after fixing the which function is your f1 and f2, then you can fix the f1s and f2s. So here f1t is cos at, f2t is cos bt. So the inverse of required example by using inverse Laplace transform is integration from 0 to t. First function is f1u, that is replace t by u here in your f1t, so cos au, and then in f2t replace t by t minus u, that is cos b into t minus u, cos b into t minus u, that is then simplify or evaluate this integration, multiply this b to this bracket bt minus bu. So there is a cos term, that is we have to apply if there is a product of two trigonometric functions, then we have to apply the trigonometric formulae. which formula? 2 cos cos formula. So 2 cos cos is in fourth group formulae, 2 sin cos cos sin, 2 cos sin, 2 cos cos, 2 sin sin. These are the 4 formulae. In short, you can remember like this. Right side is sin plus sin, sin minus sin, cos plus cos, cos minus cos. The first angle of this term is a plus b for first 3 formulae, and second angle is a minus b, and for the fourth formula the angle will be reversed, that is first angle is a minus b, second is a plus b. So here this is your for applying this 2 cos cos, this is your third formula we have to apply here. So for applying this third formula we have to adjust the 2. So 2 adjust 2 means multiply 2 and dividing by 2. So 1 by 2 as it is 2 cos cos formula, that is cos plus cos, cos plus cos. The first angle is a plus b, so this is your cos a cos b. This is your a value, this is your b. So first is a plus b, au plus bt minus bu, and second is a minus b. So a minus b becomes au minus bt, and minus minus plus bu. Du. So this is your a value, this is your b, and this is your a plus b, this is your a minus b. Then apply the integrating formula. So cos integration is, cos x integration is sin x, but here cos single variable is not given. Cos single variable means cos u is not given. Instead of that, cos of bracket is given, so we have to use cos b formula. So cos b formula is sin bracket upon derivative of bracket. Cos b, that is b value is your this bracket, this is your b, again this is your b. So sin b upon derivative of b. So derivative of b, that is this value is your b value. So derivative with respect to u, because integration is with respect to u. So au derivative is a, bt is constant with respect to u, hence derivative is 0, minus bu derivative is minus b. And in this cos b derivative is sin b upon derivative of b, au derivative is a, minus bt is constant, derivative is 0, plus bu derivative is b, a plus b, from 0 to t. So put, these limits are for u, so put u equal to t and u equal to 0. U equal to t, at plus bt minus bt. Put u equal to t, so at minus bt, and this is plus bt, so bt minus bt get cancelled, remaining term is au, sorry at, sin at upon a minus b. Then sin at minus bt plus bt, minus bt plus bt get cancelled, sin au upon a plus at upon a plus b. So here we are putting u equal to t here. Then for lower limit, minus, then put the lower limit u equal to 0. U equal to 0, 0, sin bt upon a minus b, sin bt upon a minus b, and minus 0, 0, sin of minus bt upon a plus b, sin of minus bt upon a plus b. So here sin of minus bt, that is apply the formula sin minus theta. Sin minus theta is minus sin theta. So this is your standard formula. So sin of minus bt is minus sin bt, that minus sin and this minus sin get plus. So 1 upon a plus b sin bt. So here these first two terms, in first two terms we can take the sin at common, in bracket 1 upon a minus b plus 1 upon a plus b. The further is your only simplification. Here we got the answer of integration, and in this take sin bt common, so minus 1 upon a minus b and plus 1 upon a plus b. So write in the reverse order. So here take the cross multiplication, a plus a 2a plus b minus b 0 upon a minus b a plus b. This is your product. We are taking here cross multiplication. In cross multiplication the denominator is your product of a minus b into a plus b. Apply the formula, standard formula, a square minus b square. And in this again a minus a, in taking the cross multiplication this a and this minus a get cancelled, and minus b, that is minus 2b upon a plus b into a minus b, that is a square minus b square. So here 1 upon a square minus b square is common, and this again 2 upon a square minus b square is common, take outside, and this 2 and this 2 get cancelled. Remaining term is 1 upon a square minus b square in bracket a sin at minus b sin bt. This is your answer. So in such a way that we have studied the all the methods to obtain the inverse Laplace transform, because the last point is your solution of differential in the last point in this example in this chapter. So solution of differential equation by using Laplace transform. So here the method is different because we have to solve here differential equation by using the Laplace transform. So this is your application of Laplace transform. So till this method we have seen many methods to obtain the inverse Laplace transform. First is your shifting property, or originally we are solved the many examples by using the direct formula of inverse Laplace transform. These are your direct formulae of inverse Laplace transform. So the direct formulae, these are your examples. Then second is by using shifting property we solve the, or we evaluate the given example, or we find the inverse Laplace transform. Then next is second shifting property. Then the next method was division by S property, or you have studied by sequentially as a partial fraction method. Then division by S property, convolution theorem, then inverse Laplace transform of derivatives. So these are your methods to find the inverse Laplace transform. So the next point is different from these methods, because in next point we are solving the differential equation by using the inverse Laplace transform formulae. So in these examples, while we solve these examples, in some examples we have to apply, or we have to use the properties also. So here to solve these types of examples we know all the properties to find the inverse Laplace transform. These are your properties. So here what is the method? So there are some formulae to solve the given differential equation by using Laplace transform. So here Laplace of f dash t, that is Laplace of derivative, equal to s into Laplace of ft minus f0. Then Laplace of f double dash t. So in there are three formulae: Laplace of f dash t, f double dash t, and f triple dash t. In this first formula only we have to remember. The second and third comes from this first formula. So for first formula, if we multiply by s, then we get the second formula, and for second formula on right side, if we multiply again by s, then we get the third formula. So again there is one hint, that is Laplace of f dash t equal to s into Laplace of ft minus f0. So next formula is Laplace of f double dash t equal to multiply s to this. So s into s, that is s square Laplace of ft minus s into f0. So this is your second formula. So there are extra term which we have to take, that is minus with minus sign, that is minus f dash 0. So the next formula is again multiply by s to this second formula. So s square into s cube Laplace of ft minus s square f0 minus s f dash 0. Again there one extra formula. So in second formula we have taken f dash 0. So in third formula we have to take f double dash 0. So here these are the three formulae. First only we have to remember. Next formula comes from this first by multiplying s to this. So s square Laplace of ft minus s f0, and we have to take one extra term, that is minus f dash 0. Then third formula comes from second, s cube Laplace of ft minus s square f0 minus s f dash 0. and minus f double dash 0. So this extra term we have to take on and multiply by s to the previous formula. Multiply by s to first, we get second. Multiply by s to second, we get the third. So these are the formulae we have to apply to solve the differential equation. So first example is solve the differential equation d cube y by dt cube plus 2 d2y by dt square minus dy by dt minus 2y equal to 0. So there is one separate method to solve this differential equation using this formulae, Laplace transform of derivative formulae. So first step is how to check that the given example we have to use this method because in this type of example we have to solve the differential equation, not to find the inverse Laplace transform formula. So here to solve the differential equation, this is your method, and in this type of example differential equation and some initial conditions are given, and this type of example we ask in exam. So solve the differential equation. This is your differential equation where this is your initial condition is given when y equal to 1, dy by dt equal to 2, d2y by dt square equal to 2 at t equal to 0 by using Laplace transform method. So here first step is, if in the form of dy by dt notation the differential equation is given, then we have to take this differential equation in the form of dash notation because the formulae are in the form of dash. So in many examples you come across with the another notations also. So the in formulae the f dash, f double dash and f triple dash notations are given, but in example there may be notations like y dash, y double dash, y triple dash. So here this notation is here in this example, that is different notation from f. So here, so imagine this formulae with f equal to y dash, y double dash, y triple dash. So here yt, y0, 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 y dash 0, y dash 0, y double dash 0. So here formulae are in f notation, so you can use for y notation. So this is your standard notation. We are studied in 12th standard, from 12th standard. So here the given example, if in the notation of dy by dt form or derivative notation, so we have to take that example in the form of dash notations. So this is third derivative, so take y triple dash t plus 2, this is your second derivative, so y double dash t minus y dash, this is your first derivative, y dash t minus 2y as it is because this is your not derivative term, so write as it is. So minus 2y equal to 0. So this is your first step, that is write the given equation in the form of dash notation. Then next step is, so the first step is write the given example in the dash notation. Next step is apply the Laplace transform on both sides of that equation. So here take Laplace transform on both sides of this equation. So L of to take the Laplace transform means to operate that operator L on the both side. As in this example the right side is 0, so L of 0 we have to write. So here to take the Laplace transform means apply the L operator on both sides. So L of y triple dash, you can write y triple dash t or you can just write y triple dash. L of y triple dash plus 2 L of y double dash. The Laplace of this left side means Laplace of each term. So we are taking Laplace of each term. So Laplace of y triple dash plus 2 Laplace of y double dash minus Laplace of y dash minus 2 Laplace of y equal to 0. So this is your second step. Then apply this formulae. So your second step is apply the Laplace transform operator on both side of the equation 1. Then apply the formula of Laplace of f dash, f double dash. If there is a term Laplace of f triple dash, then apply that third formula also. So this is your third step. So here Laplace of y triple dash. So here Laplace of y triple dash, f triple dash means y triple dash. So for this first term, apply third formula. S cube, instead of f, take y here because this example is given in y notation. So s cube Laplace of yt, or you can just write y only. So s cube Laplace of y minus s square y0 minus s y dash 0 minus s y dash 0. So this is your first term. Then sorry, minus s y dash 0 minus y double dash 0 minus y double dash. This is your first term for Laplace of y triple dash. Then plus 2 as it is Laplace of y double dash. For this apply second formula, f double dash formula. So Laplace of y double dash is equal to s square Laplace of y minus s y0 minus y dash 0. So s square Laplace of y minus s y0 minus y dash 0. Then minus Laplace of y dash. For this apply first formula, Laplace of y dash equal to s Laplace of y minus y0 minus in bracket Laplace of y dash is s Laplace of y minus y0, that is first formula. Then minus 2 Laplace of y we have to keep as it is because there is no any formula for this Laplace of y. So here we applied these three formulae because three terms are present in this example: Laplace of y dash, Laplace of y double dash, and Laplace of y triple dash. So apply all these three formulae. So we get this equation, and in right side Laplace of 0 and Laplace transform of 0 is 0. So here the next step is we have to merge the L of y terms in one bracket. That is, we have to take Laplace of y, L of y, this term common, or all the Laplace of y terms together we have to write. So here Laplace of, this is your first term of L of y, then after multiplying by 2, 2s square L of y, then after multiplying by minus sign, minus s of Laplace of y, and this is minus 2 L of y. So from this underlined 1, 2, 3, 4 terms, take L of y common. So the remaining terms in bracket as s cube plus 2s square minus s and minus 2. So this is your bracketed term, and take L of y common. Then the remaining term we have to put, the next step is when we apply this formula, so take L of y common and put the conditions which are given in example. So these are the conditions given. So here y is equal to 1, first derivative equal to 2, second derivative equal to 2 at t equal to 0. So here y equal to 1 at t equal to 0, we can write as these conditions as like this: dy by dt equal to you can write here y equal to 1 at t equal to 0, then dy by dt equal to 2 at t equal to 0, and second derivative equal to 2 at t equal to 0. So this notation is given in example. So we have to take the notation by this formula. So in this formula the notations are given y0. So y equal to 1, t equal to 0 means y at 0 is given equal to 1. So the bracketed value is your t value. So y at t equal to 0 is given 1. So y is 1 at t equal to 0, that is y0 equal to 1. Then next is, this is your derivative term. So y dash 0 equal to 2. This notation, dash notations we have to take because the formula are in this dash notation. Then second derivative equal to 2 at t equal to 0 means second derivative means y double dash at t equal to 0 means 0 equal to the value is 2. So these values we have to put in this equation. So the next step is after taking L of y common and we have to put the conditions. So these conditions might be these conditions are given in example in many notations. So we have to use this notation for the condition, that is dash notation. So this is your given condition and this is your dash notation condition. So these notations we have to use here. So here after taking L of y common, then minus s square y0. So here y0 value is 1. Put here y0 1, then minus s y dash 0 is 2. Minus s into 2. Minus y double dash 0 is 2. Minus 2. Then multiply this 2 to this. So first term we have taken here. So minus 2s y0 minus 2s into 1. Minus 2s into 1. Then minus 2 into y dash 0. Minus 2 into y dash 0 is 2. So minus 2 into 2. And then this term we have taken minus minus plus y0. Minus minus plus y0 means plus 1. So plus 1 equal to 0. So in this example what we have done the steps, L of y we have taken common and in the remaining terms we put the initial conditions, that is y0 value 1, y dash 0 value 2, y double dash value 2. So here we get this next simplification. So simplify again. So this bracket as it is, L of y as it is, minus s square minus 2s minus 2 minus 2s minus 4 plus 1. Again simplify this, minus s square minus 2s minus 2s minus 4s minus 2 minus 4 plus 1 is minus 5 equal to 0. Minus 6 plus 1, that is minus 5 equal to 0. So the next step is we have to simplify this equation and find the value of L of y. So here these terms take on RHS, so we get minus s square changes to s square plus 4s plus 5, and this term will be in the denominator, that is s square plus 4s plus 5, and this term is in denominator as s cube plus 2s square minus s minus 2. So in this way we got the value of L of y. So this is your next step. Then next step is find y value. Find y means take this L operator on RHS, that is L inverse of the right side term. So y equal to means, or to take the L operator on right side means we are taking the inverse Laplace transform on both sides. So take inverse Laplace on both sides, that operator L inverse. So L inverse into L, that is y equal to y or yt. So here the next step is we have to take the inverse Laplace transform on both sides, that is take this L operator on RHS. So we get left side is y equal to y or yt equal to L inverse of this function, and this is your last step, that is to solve this differential equation means to find the value of y, and to find the value of y means this is your last step. So y equal to find the value of y means to take the inverse Laplace transform of this equation, and this inverse Laplace transform we can take by using the previous properties. So you can solve this inverse Laplace transform by using any method or any property. So here we are using shifting partial fraction method. So this is your last step, that is value of y. This is your required answer. So what are the steps in solving the differential equation by using Laplace transform method? So first, from given example, that given example we have to convert into the dash notation, then apply the Laplace transform on both sides, that is apply that L operator on both sides and take the Laplace transform. That is your second step. In third step, apply these three formulae, and in these three formulae, uh, uh, the notation is might be different. The notation in formulae are f dash, and in the given example the notations are y dash, y double dash, y triple dash. So in respect to these notations we have to change these formulae. Then this is your third step, apply these three formulae. Then fourth step is whatever the many terms are given as in that equation as L of y, there are many terms of L of y. So take L of y common from these terms, and in the remaining terms put the condition value. So these are your conditions. So these conditions we have to take in our notation, that is dash notation, and put this conditional value in that equation. Then simplify that equation and find the value of L of y. Take that, next step is take that L operator on RHS, we get y equal to L inverse of that required right side term, and this is your last step, that is to find the value of y. This is your question. To solve the differential equation means to find the value of y. To find the value of y means in last step, that is to find the inverse Laplace transform of that example of that term. So you can find the inverse Laplace transform by using previous methods. So here we are using partial fraction method. So by synthetic division, s cube plus 2s square minus s minus 2, for partial fraction method, as in up to the previous lectures, we study all these properties in detail. So here we are not explaining much these properties. So in detailing about these properties, you can see these videos. So here to find the value means to find the inverse, and we are using here partial fraction method. So for partial fraction method, factorize this denominator by using synthetic division, because this is your cubic equation. So the equation is s cube plus 2s square minus